Amani na baraka familia. Amani na baraka familia. Peace and blessings, family, in Swahili, and peace and blessings, family, in English. Um, Today, my topic for y'all is I'm gonna be comparing parenting and whether it's associated with being a job or a duty. Um, so going into that, first and foremost, I want to say that, in my opinion of it all, I think that being a parent is definitely a duty and not a job. And here is why I feel like it's a duty and not a job. All right, so true indeed, a job is something that we sign up for. Just like, when we lay down with each other and we make babies and stuff like that, and we go half on a baby and stuff, and a little creature is born. Um, that's premeditation, most importantly. Meaning, you signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? You chose that and you signed up for that. Just like um a duty. You can sign up for a duty as well, but the only thing is a duty is so much more closer to home. A duty is something you feel like it's almost like a God-given right or a God-given mission. It's a duty, something that you have to carry out versus a job. That's something that you can resign from. It's something you can quit on. It's something you can give up on. Just like don't get it twisted, you got parents in real life who give up on being parents and stuff like that. So it can work either which way. But what I'm stressing to y'all is when you look at it like a duty, I feel like you take it more seriously, but not seriously in the sense of where um, it don't have no playfulness about it or nothing like that, but serious in the sense of you know um, that this is something you signed up for and you all in, and you can't fall out. You can't fall back. So yeah, I definitely wanted to stress that and mention that. And furthermore, um I feel like it's like okay, another scenario with the job thing, with the comparison. You know, a lot of parents these days, if we're gonna be truthful, a lot of parents is waiting for their kids to turn 18, 19, 20, and 21. But truth be told, 18. Why are we waiting, or they waiting for them to turn 18? They waiting for them to turn 18 so they can ship them out. I say kick them out, but we're going to be polite about it so they can ship them out. So um and what happens is a lot of times these things backfire anyways because these children are not even fully developed and ready to even go out and actually enter into the real world alone. You know, so I think that's something to take consideration of, and actually analyze and evaluate if that's you we talking about. Now, I want to mention also that there are exceptions. And everything we do in life is always going to be exceptions to the rule. And those exceptions, in my opinion, is those children who um, do make it to 18 and stuff like that. And instead of mom or dad putting them out, or mom and dad putting them out, they like, all right, mom and dad, I think I got this. I'm ready to go and do this on my own, this, that, and the third. Even though I think that a lot of that decision-making skills is based on worldly values and worldly principles and worldly motives, versus individuality and individual thinking. Um, yeah, I think it's definitely think it's something to be talked about and considered. So again, not to lose sight, again, when we talking about a job, a job again is something you can resign on for instance, just to double back a second, just like when the 18-year-old thing, it's like, all right, go ahead. I done my job. I done what I was supposed to do. But um, truth is, it's a duty at the end of the day because um, regardless of how well of a job you done, your children is always gonna need you. Um, um, Especially if you done the best that you can do with them and you got righteous intent and you know you right within your heart. And I mean that from a standpoint of being able to give wise counsel. You able to make good judgment to a point where, of course, your child want to come back to you and be like, hey, before I do that, let me see what mom think. Before I do that, let me see what dad think. Before I do this, let me see what mom and dad think. You know, so yeah, that's a duty. You know what I'm saying? To want to make sure that your your offsprings or your children are well. These things are a duty. These are our duties to do. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that we can just throw the towel in. There's no moment where we can throw the towel in. It's not like that. And the more we look at it like that, the more we will be devaluing um the entirety of this thing, which is the bond between man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe we can afford to do it like that. And again, when we look at it like a job, we all know a job you can resign from. You can quit at any given moment, which you see a lot of people do. Um, but when it's a duty again, man, it feels like such a necessity. Like it's very necessary. Like I can't quit. I can't turn back now. I can't give up. These are the things you think in your mind when these things become a duty. And um, it might stray off just a tad bit, but follow me if you will. Um, with this same ideal and concept, it's like it can be it can be it can be useful. It can be useful because parents at the end of the day, man, we um ain't no rule book to this stuff. Ain't no rule book to this stuff. And I just feel like the more we look at it like a job, the more it become like strenuous labor. And the more we just trying to get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? So that we can get on to the next thing versus somewhat being like in harmony with it. You know, yeah, man, it's a duty. It's a duty, man. When we bring these children into the world, man, it's a duty to make sure that we're there for them until the end of time. And when I say there for them, it don't necessarily mean in the same manner in which you was there for them when they was a kid and they was falling and you know what I'm saying, making those kind of mistakes and things like that. But just more so like, love don't always gotta be so tough, but love don't always gotta be so soft neither. But if you can find a blend and know when to give tough love and when to give soft love, I think that'd be more toward the goal, you know. But we definitely gotta learn to see this, in my opinion, as a duty more than as a job. Um, Cause again, man, a job, man, that's something you just at any moment, any time, man, you like, all right, man, I'm through with this. Yeah, but a duty, man, that feel almost like a God given mission. Like it's a blessing to have children. It's truly a blessing to have children and stuff like that. So when we bring precious life like that into the world, man, we can't just be so quick to just brush it off and want to send it about. And I'm willing also to hear the reverse side to what I'm saying as well. I don't expect everybody to just automatically agree with where I'm coming from. It's just my perspective based on where I'm at in life and how I'm seeing things and how I'm seeing life. You know, But yeah, man, it's definitely very interesting. Definitely very interesting, man. But all in all, if you care to share or give a thought, I would love to hear y'all thoughts, y'all opinions on it, and things like that. Because as a community, we need to come together and build more. And I feel like when we start having these kind of dialogues and conversations, we can stop having children in vain. And when I say in vain, I don't just mean without being married and stuff like that. I just mean like actually put some meaning behind it. If there ain't already meaning behind it, or if there wasn't already meaning behind it. But a lot of times we do things in vain. Um, I had another point. I was going somewhere with y'all. Honestly, it kind of slipped my mind or whatever the case. It drifted off. But all in all, I feel like what needed to be said was said. Um, and I feel like it'll resonate with somebody. Um, and even if it don't, you know what I'm saying? I speak to raise a consciousness. I don't speak unless I got something to say. Um, and today I felt like that something was something to say. Um, but all in all, man, peace and blessings to y'all. Kila Lahiri, I'm wishing y'all all the best. And may peace be upon y'all. May y'all spirits be at its highest, you know. One love.